Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine from Simply English Edinburgh. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at 10 body part idioms, hopefully some of the less common ones because there are a lot like cost an arm and a leg and quite common ones out there, but I'm going to look at some of the more unusual ones hopefully, and you'll be able to learn something new today from this video. So when you're ready, let's get started. The first two today actually are with the shoulder, okay? The first one is to have a chip on your shoulder about something if you want to continue. So yeah, this one basically means that you feel as if you have been wronged or treated unfairly by someone, and you carry that grudge with you. You carry that sort of negative energy, like it's weighing you down almost. So for example, Paula thinks that I got the promotion because I spoke to the management badly about her, and she has a chip on her shoulder about it. So Paula feels as if I did something wrong. I was very unfair to her, and therefore she has a chip on her shoulder about it. She is carrying that grudge or that negative energy towards me. So many times you will hear people talking about others that have a chip on their shoulder about something, and kind of the idea is that, you know, they're not really airing their problem, they're not talking to you, they're just very sour and bitter towards you. So yeah, if you have a chip on your shoulder about something, it is very negative, it's weighing you down. Just talk. Open communication is always better. The next one with shoulder again is to give someone the cold shoulder. Also negative, because if you give someone the cold shoulder, it means that you are cold or distant, or you're kind of ignoring them. The idea is that you know, they're trying to talk to you and you're kind of turning. I know that in Spanish, for example, you have a very similar expression and it's about giving someone your back. And that is exactly what we mean as well. If you give someone the cold shoulder, it means you are frosty. You do not want to interact with this person, okay? So for example, I tried to speak to Paula about the chip on her shoulder, but she gave me the cold shoulder. She made it very clear or obvious that she did not want to communicate or interact with me in any way. So both idioms today involving the shoulder are quite negative ones. Next up, to take something on the chin means that you accept bad news or you accept a complaint and you just think, okay, this is how this person feels and I just need to accept it and move on. So much more positive than having a chip on your shoulder. So for example, when the client complained about my work and asked me to go back to square one and redesign the project, I just had to take it on the chin and get on with it. You know, you can't feel bad or feel low. It is what it is. You just have to accept that and move on. Next up, we've got to play something. We usually use the pronoun it by ear. So to play it by ear means let's see what happens. We're not going to make any major decision right now. For example, if someone were to ask you, what are you up to this weekend? And you say, well, I've got friends coming over, but I also need to see my family as well, and the weather looks a little bit dodgy, so I'm just going to play it by ear. It means I'm just going to wait and see what the mood is like, what people want to do. Nothing is set in stone. So if you play it by ear, it's like, let's see, depending on how people feel in the moment, we will just do whatever the majority want. So a really useful one, and I think a lot of people spend their weekends, you know, just playing it by ear, seeing what their friends and family want to do and going from there. So quite a nice one to know. And the last two we're going to look at today are with I. And first of all, we've got to turn a blind eye to something. And that means basically that you have seen something, but you decide to ignore it. So for instance, if you are walking on the street alone and you see a group of people breaking into a car, Maybe your gut feeling, maybe you feel like, oh my God, I want to do something, I want to stop them, I want to intervene. And then you think, okay, there are 3 of them, there's 1 of me. You need to turn a blind eye to it. You need to just keep going, pretend you didn't see anything. Often it's not what you want to do, but sometimes it's the safer option to turn a blind eye to something, to just pretend like you didn't see it. We also use this one when you just see something and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered with the drama, I'm not getting involved. So I think like parents perhaps see their children doing certain things and they're like, you know what, whatever, I'm just going to turn a blind eye to it. I just can't be dealing with that today. So yeah, to turn a blind eye to something, to ignore it, to pretend like you haven't seen it. The last one with I today is to be up to your eyes in something. Now we often use this when we talk about work, like I'm up to my eyes in work, I can't go out later. We talk about people being up to their eyes in debt. And again, I know that other languages use different body parts, but the idea with to be up to your eyes in something is that you are barely surviving. Like you can just about see over the top of your workload or of the debt that you have, which would be very negative. So yeah, I know that in some languages you use different body parts, so please leave me a comment below. I would be interested to see that. So thank you so much for watching today. If you would like another video like this, please let me know because I have other ideas. So thank you so much for your time. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends, and I will see you soon in the next one. Thank you. Bye.